I do something like that in the title, but I decided not to. I do something like that in the title, but I decided
Alright, that's better. Alright, so we are live on Twitch. I don't know if YouTube is working. Yes, it is, although... Alright, that's better. Alright, so we are live on Twitch. I don't know... thumbnail? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna screen cap a thumbnail real quick. Snipping tool. Why did it deep fry this shit? What the hell? Might have been HDR premiered, so it might have been an HDR issue. Yeah, here was an HDR issue. Boom. YouTube thumbnail made. that popped out. This open like so. Oh, is it? Is that better? Definitely still getting a hang of the noise settings. I don't know how loud the music is compared to my voice at the moment. Jesus, struggling here. Do what? Okay. How about now? No. Was it good? But the music's nice. You hear the music nice? Okay. In that case, I think we're good to start with the build. Oh. Alright, well, we'll start. These are the. Start by looking at what we got here. So we got the accessories box, which comes with some foam, some pour-on foam. I won't be using that. This thingamajig. I think this is for installing. I think that has to do with the mounting mechanism. I could be wrong. Then we have the actual PCB itself, and I opted for a polycarb plate. So there's some unique stuff about the PCB. Get this open here. It looks awesome, I will say. It's a cool looking PCB. But we've got this guy right here, which is like flexible. And this is how they do the mounting for the board using pogo pins. So it'll just magnetize on like that, but obviously in the board. Pretty neat. Put that off to the side there. Said I won't be using that phone. Move this off. go to our main event here. Oh, hello, how's it going, Cullen? Building a new board today. Got the AGAR that we're building. Alright, so we've got more accessories. Looks like these are going to be the feet, I believe. And then we've got... Aha, yeah, so these are the little rubber things for the mount. This is how the actual PCB mounts inside the board. These little guys. So I don't think we really... Oh, screws. And I think these will be for the the daughter board and everything. That's that. Scoot it up here. Oh, what am I doing? The main event here. The board. Whoa. A little heavy. Move this off. I don't know what's going on with my frame rate. Sometimes it's happy with me, sometimes it is not. So this is the board. She's a little chonky. We'll probably see what she weighs in at once we have it built. Here it is. Very pretty. The anodization looks fantastic. Let me see the back. So you've got the waves and then a boat and the moon. See if you can get a better look at that. Looks pretty good, pretty good. And then the curves on this board are pretty gnarly. Got the like sloping edge going on here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Went with the, oh, I can't remember the name. Hold on. Pull this up here. So I got the anodized light blue, which it actually looks like they are sold out of those now. But that's the color we went with here. I'm pretty excited for. I think it'll be a pretty board to build. Let's move that up there. First things first, we will start by doing stabilizers. We're gonna have to move these guys up. And actually not sure if we can do a 7U on this board or not. It does not look like it. This is a... Oh wait, actually. Looks like all we have is 7U for the spacebar option, which is A-okay with me. That is my preferred spacebar. Cool beans. Put these guys out of here. Reading through their website real quick. It says they actually have an EC version, if that's the kind of switch you like to use. I did not go with EC. I definitely went with MX. This will be the smallest board I own. Can't remember what it's called. HHKB or HKKB. I'm gonna sound stupid. Oh well, doesn't matter. Less than 60. Tell you that. So, I got hair on my hands. Having a little bit of a lighting issue here. Let's see, maybe if we hold on, let me mess with my camera settings real quick. Yeah. I think I need to just kind of accept where we're at this point, if we're being honest. I never hit start recording. Oof. Okay, well, we'll start recording right now, and I'll just, I guess, get the rest of it from the stream. It's okay. Okay, we're just introducing the board and unboxing it, you know. Kind of the part that people really like to see. These Duroc stabilizers are definitely one of my favorites. However, this one is a little bent. We can get that to not be bent. Better. Okay. I'm a fan of Duroc. Okay, we're gonna do. Why is this board tripping me up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Those are the stabilizers that we are doing. Go ahead and I'm trying to stream on TikTok. That was meant to be one of the platforms we're streaming on today. What do you think about the funding of Ukraine? Love that. But it does not seem to be working, from what I can tell. Unfortunately. So TikTok live access. It says it's been approved. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with the TikTok. And on it. So that's something we'll have to probably mess with another time, because right now that is not working. But that's okay. We will mess with that later. Alright. So who's chilling in here? Is it just me? I think it is, probably. That's okay. Alright. Ah. It's me and my fiance. I'm blanking. Where are my tools? I had them. Got him. Hello. Welcome. Well, I don't know. I can't actually see how many people are in my stream, it seems. Oh, it didn't show you. Yeah, it's only showing me one right now. Oh well. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I believe... Yeah, you are already a mod. Yeah, Paxton's a mod, and you're a mod, and Dave is a mod. I have 3 mods. So. And my mods are the ones who are watching.
That's why.
No, it should still show. It's all good. Can you guys hear the music? Is it there?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Alright. This is gonna be for the switches. I should have enough lube in this little container. If not, we'll switch on over to this guy. So we've got the lube. We're good. We're chilling. I don't need any dielectric grease just yet. I'll use that later. Oh shoot! Hit my whole monitor. All right. How you doing, Paxton? I've used or since I've built a board, to be honest. It's been a minute. Planning a trip out to you guys. Hell yeah. Excited for that. Are you gonna be driving out or flying out? I don't really know what the plan is there. Stems, and then we'll put them together. Flying out. Damn. Hoping to see your car. I get it. A bit of a drive. I'm going to a few states this. Oh, sick. States are you going to? Nebraska, California, and Kentucky. Nebraska? What are you doing Nebraska? I know what I would go to Nebraska for. Well, lubing's not that interesting if we're being honest. I can scoot up for you guys. You want to see what I'm doing here? Very detail. I get it. My bad. Oh, shit. Well, actually, you're right. Lubing is kind of one of the money shots. Definitely something most cameras would be trying to point towards, I guess. I actually hate stabilizers. That's my least favorite part about building a keyboard. Fun. Maybe I would say it's very important depending on the activity. Yeah, keyboards. I'm not gonna build a keyboard dry. I don't know who you think I am. Can you guys hear the music? I feel like the music is so quiet. Maybe that's just for me. Turn it up a little bit for me. Fortunately, I don't have my earbuds right now. So I have to use my desktop speakers, which means I gotta keep it low so it's not playing through the microphone. Alright, lubed. Time to lube the stems. Heard you in the background. It was a little audible, not gonna lie. That's okay. I don't mind a little laugh here and there. Adds to the fun. And they ask what? Who's they? You, Paxton and you.
Well.
When I get viewers, you hear that, guys? Not if. When. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it out of the slums. You said when you get viewers instead of if. Oh yeah. On you. Hmm? Because he's part of Prime Gaming. He has a Prime account associated with his Twitch account. Mm-hmm.
Too much background noise.
Well, you're not subscribed in the first place. I don't even have subscribers, to be honest. Actually, not even to be. I just don't have subscribers. I've got followers. 15 of them bitches. What are you huffing about? This should be a pretty chill stream. We're not doing anything crazy. I think that's pretty obvious. But if you like the content, check out my channel. It has nothing to do with keyboards. So we mostly deal with cars stuff. I will make more keyboard content. I'll be taking apart and rebuilding every keyboard I have here to make videos of. So we should have a good amount of content lined up. Where did I get followers? This is not my first time streaming. I have a history with Twitch. By that I mean I was 14 and wanted Twitch. 26 and wanted. Never changes. Just get busy in between. What was I saying? Oh, I was trying to plug the channel. The channel has nothing to do with keyboards. I'll be doing more content with keyboards. That's the plan. But I'm also going to be doing other stuff. We're we're planning on kind of starting over a little bit. Not entirely, not 100% starting over by any means. But 14 with the dream, damn right. You and me were both 14 with a dream. You were part of that. But yeah, we're gonna be making some new kinds of content. I'll still make car content, even though I haven't uploaded in 4 years. That's hopefully gonna change. But we're gonna make some car content, but I really want to make content of just making stuff. And when I say making stuff, I don't necessarily just mean I just realized I'm leaning away from the microphone. I don't know how weird that sounds. I don't just mean making keyboards. Obviously I do mean making keyboards as part of that. But a big part of the making stuff is just making cool stuff is the plan. You know, like we're throwing around the idea of making a hovercraft. I just put this away as if I'm done. No, of course I'm not done. I'm never done. Actually, let me. Lubing is forever. Put these. Gonna be Luby. We're throwing around the idea of building a hovercraft. Yeah, playing games too. Obviously, I've streamed a couple times now playing games. In the past little bit. We're gonna be doing all of it, everything. We're gonna build shit. We're gonna break shit. We're gonna probably do mostly breaking shit. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty good at that. A lot better at breaking stuff than I am building stuff. But we're gonna be building a hovercraft, I think, is our first idea. I built one when I was a kid. Forever ago. Whistling Diesel. Yeah. I'm the next Whistling Diesel. But the hovercraft I built forever ago was okay. It was a good prototype, but I think with the adult knowledge and the adult money, we can make a much better hovercraft. So, thinking about trying to make a hovercraft, seeing if we can float it across a lake. Might lose it. Might not have a hovercraft by the end of it. Probably won't have a hovercraft by the end of it. But should hopefully have some fun along the way. So, but way too much gobbledygook on this thing, bro. Way too much. Oh boy. Let me fix this. If we're being honest, you want it pretty gobbledygooked anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Just don't like. I think when you put too much lube, anything, stabilizer is one of those things. You just lose some feeling. It becomes mushy. I'm not here for mushy. Bend the bar that I just in here. That is one stabilizer down. Getting there, getting there. So once again, lubing off camera. An amateur, a novice even. Lost a bunch of the lube I had on here. Two stabs down. Getting there. More to go. Really doesn't even matter how meticulous you are at trying to lubricate the stabilizers. They're gonna rattle anyway. You're gonna have to hit them with the syringe. That's okay. We can inject lube in if we need. Forcefully. This part of the YouTube video, if I'm being honest, definitely getting sped up. Or just skipped entirely. Time will tell. Bada bing, bada boom. Stabilizers are stabilized. Good. Hit that part. Alright, got lube everywhere. It's par for the course. Now off to the side. Alright. I forgot what comes next. No, actually. These guys. Here's the problem with getting lube on your fingers. Jeez Louise. I can't even live freaking by force. Bro. There we go. Ingenuity. Got there in the end. immediately spilled them out of here. Alright. I think we're good. Oh, this one, this one I was able to get open. Oh yeah. Alright. Let me put these bad boys in. Do I want a full backspace? I think I do. Unless anyone objects, but I don't think I have enough people in that. Want to. Okay. This is what we're going with. Happening is happening. I think we are making contact with this hot swap. Yeah, so on the bottom here, which there's no shot I'm getting a good look at that. We are making contact. Hot spot piece, and because of that, I am unable to get this in there. Hold on, let's try something. Rather than knock that socket off, let's just try to shave this guy down a bit. Did not have to do that. Kind of annoying, actually, that I'm having to do that. Hey, she fits now. That did it. That worked. Always keep a nail file handy. You never know when you're gonna need it. Let's see if my fat fingers get this guy on here. Oop. And that too. Perfect. Oops. Don't worry, they make PCBs pretty strong nowadays. Don't worry about them anymore. I say that with no proof. Even reason to say that other than I like to think it. More of these guys lined up. This is difficult. Here's the problem with working with your hands. Your hands end up getting pretty fat. Considered. Because of that, intricate things become very difficult. We'll get past it. I feel like this mic needs to be moved. I keep leaning forward to to a point where I don't think you guys are able to hear me very well, so hopefully that's a better position. Because I'm like leaning in front of the mic. Can't be good. So we got 2, 4, okay, 2 more. Well, now you can hear me better. Hopefully. Boom. Set that off to the side and let's put these bad boys. Go right in just as we would expect them to. That's nice. Shoot. I got it. I got it. You know, I never felt like this chair was like a super loud chair before. But all of a sudden, I'm live streaming and this chair seems super loud. I doubt you guys can even hear it. But man, does it seem like a super creaky chair. Yeah, you guys can't even hear it. I'm sure. I have the cutoff set to be decently aggressive so you can't hear the speakers. So I doubt you can hear the chair. But still. I've never done anything with this mounting mechanism before. I'm interested to see how that works because I genuinely have no idea. But we will see. I feel like I'm getting pretty washed by this light now. Turn my settings down. It's getting dark outside, so I'm losing my other light. At least darker outside. And natural light's pretty helpful, I'm not gonna lie. Right. Yeah. Just gonna leave it, I think. I'm just making everything. I'm really not not helping anything. Might have just made all this look worse. I need to figure out a lighting situation or something for this. Also, I'd like a top-down camera as well, which I'm gonna have to figure out how to make that happen. That way you can just straight down onto it. I think that'd be pretty sick. All right, that is one keyboard stabilized. So let's put all this away, clean up a little bit here. Actually, let's install this guy. This guy is interesting. So this goes into here. And instead of having ribbon cables, just got that. Which I think is pretty neat. The sun is getting real low. Yes. Yes, it is. Don't mind me, I was about to freak out, so I'm glad you said that. Really calming me down over here. I imagine these are the screws that go in here, although it gave me a lot of them. I don't know, but I don't think this board really has any other screws besides the ones holding the weight in. I don't really plan on taking that weight out. They don't even give you the tool to do it. I mean, I have a Torx bit that'll take that out, but I don't really intend on it. Here's that guy in. All right. Well, I think switches are in order. Plate here. I 3D printed this, and it is a fantastic tool to have. If you don't have one and you build with polycarb, I recommend getting one. It's useful with, you know, stronger materials as well, such as aluminum, but it's almost a necessity with polycarbonate, because it holds the it'll hold the polycarb up while you're inserting the switches. It's very, very nice. So I can just stick this guy in here like so, and I can just clip switches in without it bending the polycarbonate and not actually sticking them in. Speaking of switches, today, well, I really need to figure out the lighting situation. It's dark. Today we will be using the Hyacinth V2s. I love these switches. Actually, I have them in this board too. Let me adjust real quick. The ISO might add a little bit of graininess, but we'll pull some light into here. Might use this lens next time. I switched into this lens to get a little bit of a wider angle just because of where my camera is. This is a 35 mil, which is a cropped sensor, so it ends up being like a 50, and it's, you know, it's a little in, so who knows, maybe I'll just find a way to position the camera farther back and use that lens, because this one has a pretty whack aperture. I think it goes down to 4, something like that. Yeah, whereas this one goes down to like 2.5. So I think I have enough switches here. I actually probably should have verified that I have enough switches. No. We either do or we don't. I'll scavenge some from another board if we need to. For now, though, we're gonna pretend like we do have enough. I'm gonna start loading them in here. We're switching. Mark my words, though. Next stream, we're gonna have better lighting. I'm gonna figure this out. Maybe actually buy some lights instead of using an IKEA lamp with wax paper around it. We'll see. It'll be figured out, though, one way or another. Now, I do like these switches. Out of the box, they're actually one of my favorite switches, especially since they come pre-lubed. I'm not a fan of lubing switches. I will if I need to, but I do not like to. I'm also a fan of long pull switches. Usually that's kind of my go-to. So, I'm stupid. did this wrong. Start from the bottom. Work my way up. I can't do that anymore. Let's take these out of here. Okay. I was just testing to make sure that the switches fit. Never be too careful. Because if they didn't fit, we'd be in trouble here. So doing the God's work, you know. We are going to go with a stepped caps because that is what I prefer. We'll switch that if the key set doesn't have it, because I actually don't know if it does or not. I do believe that it has the 7U bar though. If it doesn't, then once again we're gonna have to figure something out. If that's just stealing. Second. Don't mind me promoting the stream. Bonk, bonk. Bonk. We'll send it to the. Just see if we can get hanging it. All right. We can keep building. Sorry about that. A little bit of a break there. Without anyone cared. I didn't mean that in like a self-deprecative, depreciative kind of way. I almost had whatever word I was looking for. I meant that in a. I think everyone in here is kind of chill. Not really too focused on us. Doing their own thing. Thing with the one thing. Getting some response. Can't share that on screen. On stream. I'm gonna save that though, that's funny. I got a compliment. Said my hair looks nice. Alright. Got the bottom of the board did. See? And go all the way down. We like to do. Like to see. I'll show it to you later. Auntie on Snapchat. Yeah. Not age appropriate for stream. Yeah. Man, I really do love this little tool. Makes life so much easier. It's such an easy print too. It's just a little guy. Might make some 3D printing content. I do plan one of the things I want to do is I want to since I own a bunch of old cars from like the 90s and stuff that they don't have a lot of parts availability. I would like to scan, because I have a 3D scanner now. I'd like to scan car parts and print them so that they're available to people. Specifically, especially like interior parts, because I really struggle to find interior parts for like my RX-7 and my 240. There's actually one part of the 240 that the switch panel on the driver's door has the window switches in it. Previous owner broke that, and it's really hard to find a new one. It's very expensive. I don't know what he was doing, but it's broken right in half, and getting a new one of those is expensive. Actually, you can't get a new one. You can only get used ones, and you're talking $200-300 for a used little piece of plastic. Just making sure you're still watching, that's all. But what I'm gonna do, my plan, is to glue it back together. And I haven't tried gluing it back together because I know that it won't hold. It's not gonna. But in like day-to-day use. But I can glue it back together just so it's one piece again, long enough for me to scan it with my scanner, and then I'll be able to make a model for me to print. So that'll be available for people, and I'll sell it. I'll list it online, so if anyone needs that piece, I can do that. But I plan on doing that with a lot of interior stuff on the RX-7 and the 240 and that, because it really is so difficult finding interior parts for those cars. And I can make some custom stuff, you know, if we want gauge pods or whatever, cup holders. So that's one of those things I want to do. And like I said, I think I might make YouTube videos on that too. I think that would be a fun little thing to do. I've worked on my cars quite a bit without making YouTube videos. Done a lot. And I'd like to start like actually making content with the stuff, because I do a lot of stuff to my cars. And there really is a lot of people who I think would probably appreciate, maybe even benefit from content coming out of that. So I think that's my plan. That's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully I can make it entertaining. Don't you dare put cup holders in the 240. Oh, but I hate to tell you, I already have a cup holder in the 240. A single cup holder. Doesn't work very well. But it goes where the ashtray was. I can hold one cup at any given point in time. So, genuinely one of the most useful things I've ever done to a car. I do not have any cup holders in the RX-7 though. And that's because I've tried, and where the RX-7 is right-hand drive, all of the models, like the 3D printing models and stuff online, are for the left-hand drive cars. So once again, just being able to scan it will work. Wow, I ended up with like only five of these guys left, so I was pretty close. But I did have enough. We are getting to the end of this build. Damn, that sucks. Sacrilege. Tell me, why is it sacrilege? Give me a reason. maybe I'll listen to you and take it out if you can give me one valid reason to not have a cup holder. I will say, it's mostly used for holding a phone, not actual drinks. I don't really have drinks in my cars to begin with, unless I'm using it to go pick up like food and bringing it back. Violation or misuse of what is regarded as sick. Okay, all right. I walked into that one. I'll give that to you. All right, let's look at the. Let's actually put this to the side. Boom, boom. Move that guy over there. Keycaps. Let's see what we got here. I don't know how I feel about the color scheme. So I actually wanted to do a different color scheme, but the keycaps I wanted are out of stock everywhere. So this was a quick Amazon purchase just to get something. So this might change in the future, but you know, if we like it, we like it. I've used these caps from this brand before, and I've not had any issues with them. But yeah, these are the caps we're going with. You can see. I really got to figure out the lighting because you can't see these very well. But it's okay. We'll move the light around whenever the keyboard's built and we need to get some glamour shots. Ooh, I don't know how well this works with the board itself actually. No, we'll see. I wanted to do like an autumn theme, like autumn keycaps. But difficult to come by. So here we are. I'm gonna use. I don't know. We may or may not use the accent pieces. We might just use the grays. I think actually probably we will just use the grays. We will see. I should, before I fully build this, figure out what I'm doing as the big enter. Oh, that is not the end. No, that isn't good. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, we should test out the board and make sure the board works. Let's do that. Well, I don't really want to lay that. We're just gonna send it, I think. We're gonna send it. Let's just start building this thing. Ooh, I don't know what keycaps go. Actually, I don't know. Ooh, that sounds good. I mean, one could assume, right? We got the number keys here. Got our space bar. I don't think I need to tune that at all. That's good. Hello. How are you, Mazasu? I'm sorry, my YouTube chat for some reason won't show up on the stream itself. Did not get a chance to figure that out before starting the stream today. I thought I had it figured out. I didn't. We are building the KBD fans AGAR today. Right now I'm just making sure the stabilizers are all good to go. And then we're about to... I think we're good. Yeah. Maybe might need a little bit of tuning. Oh, hard to tell. Hard to tell. We'll let those break in. I think they're good though. I think we pretty much got those first try. So let's I don't know what these keys do. I've never built this board or this size board. So I'm thinking we'll do a control and an alt here. I feel like we'll do a Windows key here. Took that guy right out of there, huh? I'm gonna do a Windows key, which is code this time. And then we'll do an alt and a control on the other side. I don't know if this board is gonna have FNs. I feel like there's a lot of space between this space bar and these keys. Are they expecting bigger keys here? Let's see. Running out of desk space. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably what they're expecting. Yep. Now this side, I don't know. Cause I don't think I think that'll interfere. Okay, we'll leave that how it is for now. Wait, I see. I understand now. So these guys are going to be the big ones. And then we've got small guys to put here. It is, of course, if I actually have them. Which I don't know if I do in this key set. So that's actually, here we go. There we go. Goes right, yeah. Cool. So once these figured out, this off to the side for now. And we can go back to building. Immediately need more keys out of here. This is a weird board. Weird board indeed. So I think we got a short shift on this guy. Maybe not super short. This is a 2U, 1.5 U. There we go. And then something to go here. I think we're gonna shoot for FN there. I don't actually know what that's meant to be. That's gonna be an FN. And that'll be what it is. I think that's probably a safe bet. And I'm sure this is a programmable, so we can set it up however we want to. There we go, and then last but not least, we got a tab over here. Do our numbers. I really am getting washed out by this light. Kind of unfortunate. Alright, now it's just alphas. Ooh, I hate getting keycaps out of here. Not my forte. Got my tongue out doing this. Maybe this would be easier if I gave myself a little. Try this guy. Not this guy. Not doing that. Nope. I wonder if Mazasu left. He commented on the YouTube chat, but you guys didn't see that because, as I was explaining to them, YouTube chat does not show on my stream. So, it's an unfortunate truth that I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm sure I will. I might have to take some of these off in order to actually get this in the case. Real possibility of that. But it's okay. We'll do what needs to be done. On their own, I am digging the vibe of these keycaps. Very much a fan. If you guys can see them, got like the blue vibe going on. This is not one to see if I can get it to focus. There you go. You can see it, not with very much light, but you see it nonetheless. Figure out the light thing. We will figure out the light thing. Is that a crochet needle? I think so. It came with the you missed it. This was in the unboxing. It came with the keyboard. I think it has something to do with how you put the keyboard together. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm just building this part. So we'll see. I think it has to do with these guys. These are weird. I don't know. It's not like these things come with instructions either. They probably do. I could probably go to KVD Fans website, I'm sure. That's 100% a crochet needle. No, I don't disagree with you. I think that's what it is. It's just it came with the keyboard. So did I show the Y keycaps? Yeah, I showed the keycaps. We're seeing the keycaps right now, actually. Before putting them on the board. Yes, I did show them before putting them on the board. see if we can get some more light over here. The sun's getting real low. It is too low if you ask me. Now, did I mess this up? Was I supposed to do this in a different order? That's the question. Okay, I think these guys go onto here. Yeah, just like that. Still don't know what the crochet needle's for. But maybe for pushing it in. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this right here. Out of there. Now I think this is like every other board I've ever built. This just kind of goes in. I don't know how it's supposed to hold. Looks pretty. Oh, got some pops. Looks really pretty. Actually, I really like how that looks. It's too washed out. Y'all can't tell. Y'all can't see what this looks like. One of these days we'll figure this out. I think it popped in the way it was supposed to. It seems like it did. Well, I say we go ahead and test it out. Let's pull up monkey type. And then let me see if I can add a display capture or window capture. Okay. We're figuring this out live. Barely visible with the camera. Yeah, I know. I think it is a lighting issue. I genuinely do. But see if I can take you guys down from here so you can at least see what it looks like. There you go. It looks kind of silver on camera. I think my white balance is off. But it's definitely a blue. A light blue. So, well, I can't hold it like this. I agree that it looks better. Let's see if I can maybe on the fly adjust this guy right here. Down a bit. I'm gonna set you guys down here. We'll switch to this view. There we go. I'm gonna Try and get that to be less harsh while I fix this. We're gonna figure this out one way or another. Yeah, I do want to do a top-down. Well, I have two cameras, so I can make a top-down and a side view and just kind of switch between the two. So I wanted to be able to do that. Just hit a button and switch to whichever one I'm feeling. I got to figure out how to do a top-down though, because if you guys look here, my actually let me empty the screen real quick. Above my monitor, we have another monitor. so I don't know how I'm gonna do that. That'll be, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out one way or another. Right now, let's figure out how to get monkey type to show on stream. Do we want keyboard focus? Okay, that's not at all focused on the actual board. Yeah, let's do this. And then window capture, properties, monkey type. Okay. I guess this is how we're doing it. I'd like to be able to like crop this. I don't know. Transform. How do I do this? Is one of your camera's monitor mounted? Yes. Jaja Dinks. I don't know who you are. Hello. Hello, Jaja. Yes, one of my cameras is this one is on my monitor. You're... Well, actually, I know who Jaja is. Has gotta be Josh. Currently trying to figure out how to make the monkey type look better. And then we're gonna test out the board, because the board's built. Haven't tried it yet. But it's built. It be angled down. What? Yes. I mean, I could do like. Well, I'm having to move my TikTok thing. Oh, am I live on TikTok? Oh, I didn't think that was working. No, I have not checked it because I didn't think it was working. Yeah, I can do that. I can't zoom. It's as zoomed in as it gets. This is a webcam. There's like actually nothing good about this camera. Hate to be the bearer of bad news on that one. Hold on. Apparently, I am live on TikTok. Hey. I didn't realize that was working. Are there people in my live on TikTok? Diana? Is Diana on our TikTok? Ah. Well, that's cool. I'm glad TikTok's working. That's neat. We are still messing about. I have two monitors. It's just one of them's huge. And then the other one is tiny and on top. Shit. You'd think the big one would be on top. 4? No. Not 4. Alright, well, let's get out of that. What was I doing? Oh, I'm still trying to figure out how to... Filters, maybe? Effect filters. Crop. Crop. Oh. Left. Do. I don't know. 30. 60. That. Okay. Right. 60 again. Maybe even 70. Okay, okay. And then top, let's try 100. Let's try 400. Bottom, let's try 300. Hey. Hey, look at that. We have a proper, it's cropped monkey type thing going on here. What are we thinking? Top right, like that? Maybe even crop it a little bit more, actually. I'm thinking about it. Alright. We are cropped properly, I think. So we can actually give this thing a go. So let's get old Faithful out of here. Do a little bit of this. Yoink. Alright, let's plug it in. It lit up. That's good. It has backlights. Alright, let's see what this thing sounds like. Let me put you guys down here. And then let's pause the music here. This is serious stuff we got going on. AFK was detected, which is fair. Let's well, let's, before we start messing about too much, let's that needs to be tuned. 1 second. Let's get some grease in that bad boy. Use this guy right here. Really pumping her full of grease here. Let's see if that did it. Oh, that sounds horrible. All right. Slather some on the side here. Is anyone talking on TikTok? Nope. Minus out of that real quick. Oh, Josh is on TikTok too. Let's go. Josh, I thought you said you didn't have TikTok anymore. Oh no, that was Dave. That was Dave. Where did I put the? Oh, they're over here. Listen, we got all the viewers. We got YouTube. We got TikTok. We got Twitch. We're multicultural up in here. You know, with all these gifts you're sending, I feel like I should be emoting or something. Do the old, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about, actually. All right, let's see how she did. It's making some weird noises. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that, but I feel like I've been probably blue balling y'all long enough. We will go ahead and start with the typing test. So let's get that pulled up. What you're all waiting for here. All right, let's see. Not what I meant to do. Shoot, I don't even know how to undo this. Hold on. There we go. Undid it. I fixed it. Okay. All right, let's get this guy a little bit bigger here. All right. Oh, we've got some bass in the background. I apologize for that if that's getting picked up. Is that Brandon? Can you tell him to turn it down just a little bit? Or maybe he's done. Maybe he's done. All right, let's go ahead. Let's start this typing test. Let's see how she does. Did not want to repeat. That's not working. All right. I'm hoping all the keys are working. Find out here. None of the keys work. It's not plugged in. That'll do it. Emote then, you nasty boy. Top gifter. Oh shoot. That's true. We do got some gifter. We got a lot of people in the TikTok. I'm not even gonna lie. Got a few viewers over here. Got 4 viewers. All right. Let's try it now. We're ready. Let's see what we get. Ooh. 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 All right. Let's try this again. So that is, I see. So I need to redo these keys. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't like it. That's really unfortunate. I was hoping to like this board. I need to fix this space bar. Something's wrong with that. I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't know. Let's put it against the other key. Oh, you know what? Actually, I forgot to put the feet on the board, and that actually does make a difference with the sound. So let's try that real quick. That is an important thing to have. Might change the sound for us. maybe she needs some foam. You can try it with some foam. I don't usually use foam in my boards, but if it needs it, it needs it. So, someone's dead. I don't know what happened. Why I stopped using keyboards. Too many sweats. Yeah, well, maybe if you got good, that wouldn't be an issue. It's just not a very deep sound. Let's try something. Let's take this out of here. It came with some foam. I don't love using foam, but if I need it, I will. Keyboard, more like whatever it was you're gonna say. Hey, Dave. My YouTube chat is not showing up on stream. I apologize. It's kind of broken right now. The only chat you get to see is Twitch. So, unfortunately. All right, this is a pretty thin piece of foam. We also have this guy. Let's see. Let's try. We'll try one piece of foam. If we don't like that, we'll try a second piece. If we don't like that, we'll rebuild the whole board with different switches. But for right now, let's start here. Let's see what she sounds like. Hey, dog. Thank you. Sorry, my dog's eating himself in the background. All right. Let's see what this sounds like now. I don't know. When you've got, let me show you guys the competition we got here. You know, classic clacky board. We've got this guy. Another good board. And that sounds miles and away better. It's a much heavier sound. This is hollow almost, I feel. Also, I don't love that space bar. I'm disappointed. That's unfortunate. It's a pretty board. I mean, it's gorgeous. It is a good looking keyboard. I really don't love how it sounds though. I'll pull out the board that the crowd favorite, the crowd pleaser. Ugh. Start doing ASMR keyboard videos while you're at it. I might. This is the one that everyone's gonna love. So this is the Thawky board. So I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not against Thawk. I loved this board when I built it, but it's not my go-to, you know? I tend to be a clacky kind of guy. Oh, I don't have enough ears for this kind of hobby, but I respect it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really disappointed by how this board sounds right now. I think we can fix it. I'm thinking maybe the long. See, it sounds so good outside of the keyboard. This spacebar needs help. I will say that. But it really does sound so much better outside of the board. Which is unfortunate. Let's throw these guys in here. Let's see, maybe not all hope is lost. Just keep packing foam in until we get somewhere. How does this go in? This how this goes? I don't know. I feel like this foam is too big for the what we've got going here. Oh, my dumbass. This goes this goes under the switches. It is foam. It does change how it sounds, albeit barely. Man, I'm gonna be real with you guys right now. Okay, no, I think it goes like this. I could not figure out how this was supposed to go. All right, there we go. We got some foam in here. Let's see. We'll see if this helps. This foam is not the right size for this, but it's okay. It just needs to be in there. Let's see. All right. I still don't like this space bar. Let me try a different space bar real quick. Maybe I just don't like the material of this one. Maybe cause I tend to prefer a deeper space bar sound. So let me see. Let's try this real quick. Because this is a PBT space bar. Maybe it just needs a deeper. Hate that. What is making that noise? Something's whack there. I don't know what it is. It's got to be something to do with my lubing. I mean, when in doubt, you know. Fucking lube it out, right? Maybe the answer is more. Probably not, but you know, we're already here. Oh, we lost camera one. Hold on. I think it died. Quick battery swap. Get her back up and running. There she is. Oh. Come on. Here we go. Alright. Yeah, something's going on with my stabilizers here. I think that's why it sounds like butt. See, those stabilizers sound great. Those ones sound great. Those ones do not sound great. Alright, let's try this typing test again. Let's see. Or actually, just because it is a fan favorite, we'll do a typing test with the milk tea. Everyone loves this board, so. Horrible. Horrible. Let me adjust the crop. You guys cannot see the results. 380? 350? We'll do 340. There we go. That's a good crop. You can see our results that way. All right, so we got 82 words per minute there. Let's try this again. Damn, we are not doing good. Okay. I'm stumbling. I'm live and it's not doing good for us. Nope. Choked. We are not doing we're not doing good. Try my metal one. That is, well, they're all metal, but I know which one you're talking about. They that is my most used board. Probably. Close to it at least. I am very familiar with this board. I'm just choking. I am choking right now. Choking. Let's try the red board. I really like this board. This is a fun board. Let's see if I can lock in. I'm just choking all over the place. We're doing really bad, so. No, we're not doing great. Right now, thank you. Let's hit this one up. This is a good solid board. All right, we got a 94 out of it. That's something. Anyway, we'll go back to the board that we were actually building today. Yes. Oh, it's okay. We'll see if we can't find the let's see if we can find the file. I would imagine you can edit this board on VIA. Let's see if it just finds it. It sees it. Let's check KBD fans. Hold on. Pictures, yeah. Let's bring What's going on? It's Dave. We're at a weird point where I think I've decided I don't love this board. It does sound a lot better with the foam in it. I need to figure out the spacebar. The spacebar is really pissing me off. They weren't sending. I'm sorry. I'm glad we got it figured out, though. Welcome. Appreciate having you here. You know, fun fact, the most viewers I have right now is on TikTok, and it's not close. It's not close at all, which is funny. Oh, I lost I had it open. Oh, well, here it's still. Yeah, it's at, try solid lead. To make this sound better? Probably. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, I don't know what I did. Yeah, no, TikTok is apparently kind of the move for view. Well, well, okay, it went down. It went down. We're only at 4 right now. It's all RJ2. Which I think is the same as my Twitch. No, my Twitch is all RJ1. Let's go. Yeah, so. Violation detected. End live now to avoid suspicion. I don't know TikTok's rules. I don't know what I did to violate something. But, you know. Whatever. What was I going to? I was trying to figure out. I don't know if you can edit this on VIA, which I would like to be able to do. There's not a whole lot of documentation on their website. Oh, VIA. Here we go. MX hot swap. Here we go. We got a JSON file. Download. And then let's go here. Show design tab. Confirm. Load. Downloads. Should not have additional properties. Okay. What do you mean? I downloaded it straight how it was. Okay, should we try this one? They're all the same. Maybe I just don't know how to. Best viewers on stream boo. Maybe I just don't know how to. Best viewers. Yeah, let's ban that guy. Don't need that. I don't know how to do that. Do any of my mods know how to do that? You want to hear it? Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me figure out. You want to hear it? Okay. Give me 1 second. Oh well. We'll leave that for now, I guess. I don't know how to. Hey! Hell yeah. It got figured out. Thank you. Yeah, you want to hear it? Get this down here. monkey type again. Yeah, I need to fix this. My backspace button is currently another button, which is wildly messing me up. So I'm currently trying to figure out how to get the JSON file to work, which it's not for some reason. Let's see, via JSON should not have additional properties. Let's see what people say. Let's do a firmware update, because it does have a firmware here. So let's download that. And then I gotta figure out how to update the firmware. We are doing an HHKB build. Yep, sure. Cool. I see. Yeah, I don't love that, actually. Whatever. Man, I don't know how to do any of this. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. Who reported your TikTok? Someone did. Someone did not like me. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out on my own time. I guess it doesn't matter right now anyway. But that's the build. That's where we ended up at. It is a very pretty keyboard, I will say. It's growing on me too. I don't hate it as much right now. I will say though, I can't type on it until I fix that firmware issue. So for right now, this is just going to be a shelf piece. So a very pretty one. I really like the weight on the back. I think that looks very nice with the moon and the little boat and everything. So, I mean, all in all, I like the board. Would I recommend the board? It's gorgeous. It's genuinely a really pretty board. So, I like how it looks quite a bit. I think for the price, it sounds pretty good. I think if you're, what is this? It's cheap. $125. So I mean, the board that you're getting for $125, I think you're getting a lot here, especially with how it looks. I don't love how it sounds. At least on this setup, I think with some different switches, it could sound good. It does sound a lot better with that foam in there, which I don't love having to use foam to make it sound good. Generally, it's not, not ideal, but you gotta do what you gotta do, if that's what it takes. I mean, the spacebar's killing me. I'll have to probably take the thing apart to figure out why that sounds the way it does. I don't know. I give it for looks, I give it a 10 out of 10 for sure. For typing feels fine. It has like a pinginess to it, I think is what it is that I don't like. I don't know. It's all subjective anyway, so it doesn't matter what I think. I think it's a very pretty board. I think it's going to look really good on my wall. I don't know. I don't know if I'll use this one very often. Maybe I will. I mean, I definitely will use it here and there for sure. But I think all things considered, I have boards that I prefer over this one. So, but yeah, that's the build. That's the KBD Fans AGAR keyboard. It's gonna go right here for now, right on the board. It looks good. It's a good looking board. I can't stress that enough. I really like how it looks. So there's that. We're gonna pull this guy down. I think this is where I'm gonna be at for the next little bit. I like this board quite a bit. Got this is the Zoom, not the Zoom, the Enter 67 by Kezawa. I don't know, by someone. This is a Zoom keyboard. This keyboard's very pretty. This one's got a glass back with a white weight, and then it's got the screen on it, which I currently have a little cat animation. This one's cute, and this one, like I said, I think this one appeals to the masses quite a bit with its sound profile, but I'm a clacky guy. This one sounds good. God, this one sounds good. I love it. Love that board. Actually, fun fact, used to hate this board. There was a while there where I just really did not like how it sounded. Wait to show it off until you rebuild it. What, the new board? Yeah, because that's what happened with this one. I mean, I really disliked how this board sounded. It was one of the first full... This wasn't one of the first full customs. Yeah, it was the third full custom board I ever built. And it was the first, like, proper metal custom build. And I really disliked how it sounded at first. Was not a fan. And then I kept it for about a year, just kind of sat up there and I didn't use it. And then recently I decided to just rebuild it again. New switches, new keycaps, and now I really like how it sounds. So we pull this guy up here. I mean, I think it's a very good sounding board now. So, I'll play around with that one. I like the keycaps. But no, the zoom will stay the same. The white one is exactly what I wanted it to be. I built it to be a Thocky keyboard, and it is a Thocky keyboard. It's never going to change. So it's exactly what it was meant to be. I'm choking. I'm choking. I also have music playing. Oof. I'm doing bad. I haven't broken triple digits once this stream. Oh well. It is what it is. I think that probably about does it though. I need to hot glue that thing in there, I think. Keeps falling out. Went black for a second there. I do appreciate everyone coming by and joining and hanging out. I had fun talking with everyone. If you guys had liked this kind of stream, like I said, I do plan on rebuilding all of the boards that I currently have on stream. So every one of these will be getting their own rebuild. So I've got a few streams to do. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys, and I will see you on the next one, hopefully with better lighting. Definitely with better lighting. We're gonna figure the lighting situation out. Right now it's not that great, we know, but we're gonna figure something we're gonna figure something out one way or another. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Except the white. No, we will rebuild the white one on stream. It's gonna go back the way it is, but we're gonna take it apart and put it back together. Yeah, not the white one. Yeah, no, we will, but we won't. They're not changing. It's just gonna make a stream about it. All right.